Well, it's a beautiful mid-October, mid-autumn afternoon here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Today I'm on Sand Island near the Lehigh River. Actually, I'm between the Lehigh River, the Monocacy Creek, and the Lehigh Canal. Speaking of which, the Lehigh Canal, an ancient waterway created back in the 1820s, and something that not too many people consider, but it's true. It was as responsible as anything for the Lehigh Valley's industrial reputation. Let's find out a little bit more about the ancient Lehigh Canal.
By the time of the American Revolution, small-scale industry and commerce such as weaving, tanning, shoemaking, and gunsmithing flourished. Swift streams powered many grist and sawmills, and the agricultural economy blossomed to meet the valley's growing population. The introduction of navigation on the Lehigh River in the 1790s and the eventual completion of a slackwater canal system in 1829 changed the history of the Lehigh Valley and brought the region into the forefront of America's Industrial Revolution. Pennsylvania's anthracite coal fields lie north and west of the valley. The Lehigh Coal Mine Company was formed in 1792 to exploit coal fields discovered in the vicinity of Mock Chunk, now Jim Thorpe. Lying dormant for 25 years, the company lacked capital, a sound market for anthracite, and any means of shipping it, if a market were found. In 1817, Josiah White, Erskine Hazard, and George Howdoe leased the Lehigh Coal Mine Company holdings and received legislative permission to form the Lehigh Coal Company, and the Lehigh Navigation and Coal Company, consolidated the following year as the Lehigh Coal and Navigation Company. The original design allowed only for one-way traffic south. As a result, the wooden arcs had to be disassembled at the destination and the wood was sold. A new arc was required for each one-way trip. This was expensive and impractical. In 1826, the LC&N received permission to build a series of locks, dams, channels, and slackwater pools to allow upstream and downstream navigation between Easton and Mock Chunk, with the stipulation that navigation be extended an additional 25 miles upstream to Whitehaven within 5 years. The canal and the coal it transported spurred development of the pigment, slate, cement, and silk industries in the valley. A large part of the zinc ore mined at Friedensville, south of Bethlehem, and processed at zinc plants in Bethlehem and later Palmerton, went into white zinc oxide pigments. The economic growth in the valley was also stimulated by the railroads. The main reason for the demise of the Lehigh Canal was the railroad, which was faster, usable year-round, and easier to build and maintain than a canal. Inability to compete with the railroads, damage from a major flood, and the Depression closed the canal in 1931.
These days, when we think of transporting materials and finished goods to market, we automatically think of trucks using a network of superhighways. But going back into the 1790s, there were very smart people who were busy devising what were then modern ways of transporting materials and goods to destinations by first using rivers and later canals. So this ancient infrastructure, this canal, made industry possible here in the Lehigh Valley as early as the beginning of the 19th century. Before rail and before modern highways, canals like the Lehigh Canal allowed products like coal to reach prosperous markets to the south, such as New York and Philadelphia. And as a result, other industries became possible, including silk, zinc, iron, and steel.